Hello everyone, I am Nivedita Jaina from Ambika Prasad Research Foundation. Welcome to all of you to our channel Biodiversity and Conservation. So today in this part, we are going to learn about the interspecific interactions. Then neutralism and communalism. So neutralism describes the relationship between two species which interact but do not affect each other. It describes interactions where the fitness of one species has absolutely no effect whatsoever on that of the other. The mere presence of two species do not directly affect the population level of the other. And true neutralism is, however, extremely unlikely or even impossible to prove. Since true neutralism is rare or non-existent, its usage is often extended to situations where interactions are merely insignificant or negligible. For example, robins and squirrels living in a forest present a good example of neutralism, as neither serves as a food for the other and neither has any direct interactions, save both may inhabit the same tree, yet both are clearly a part of the forest community. And communalism, it is defined as the coactions in which two or more species are mutually associated in activities centered on food and one species at least derives benefit from the association, while the other species is neither benefited nor harmed. The concept of communalism has been broadened in recent years to apply to coactions other than those centered on food, cover, support, protection, and locomotion are now frequently included. Then the proto-cooperation, it is less extreme sort of interaction than mutualism, in which the interaction is clearly beneficial to both species, allowing the equilibrium population levels of both to be higher than they otherwise would be. However, it is not obligatory for either species. The relationship between water, moccasins and large birds such as herons and ipses on several islands of the west coast of Florida provide a good example of proto-cooperation. The birds nest in the lower branches of relatively unprotected trees, while the snakes congregate around the bases. This protects the bird from tree-climbing predators such as raccoons. In turn, the snakes feed in pat on fish dropped by the birds and the occasional baby birds that fall out of the nest. Mutualism, it can be defined as a relationship between two or more species that benefits all parties, or a symbiotic relationship in which both members benefit, neither can survive without the other. Mutualism may or may not involve continuous contact of the partners. One or both species involved in the interaction may be obligate, meaning they cannot survive in the short or long term without the other species. Mutualism with continuous contact, in the most intimate type of mutualism, is seen in those associations in which the contact between the symbionts is close and is often permanent as well as obligatory. And mutualism without continuous contact, a great many instances exist of mutualism in which the partners are not attached to each or in which they are in contact intermittently or for only a short period. In most mutual benefit associations of this sort, the fulfillment of a nutritional need plays a prominent role for at least one of species, but the other species and sometimes both may derive entirely different type of advantage. A commonly cited example of mutualism of two animal species are the egrets that all alight on the backs of large grazing animals, pick off the ticks or other external parasites. Then coming to aminalism, it is a relationship in which a product of one organism has a negative effect on another organism. It is specifically a population interaction in which one organism is harmed, while the other is neither affected nor benefited. One population definitely inhibits the other while remaining unaffected itself. By so modifying the environment, the organism improves its own chance of survival. Usually this occurs when one organism exudes a chemical compound as part of its normal metabolism that is detrimental to another organism. Such chemicals released by one species, which act on the growth, health, and behavior of another species, are called allelochemicals. And allelochemical effects are of three general sorts: allomones, charomones, and repressants. Then the parasitism. The term parasitism may be defined as a two-species association in which one species, the parasite, lives on or in a second species, the host, for a significant period of its life and obtains nourishment from it. This definition of parasitism emphasizes several important features of the host-parasite relationship. Parasitism always involves two species, the parasite and the host. Many of these parasitic associations produce pathological changes in host that may result in disease. The parasite is always the beneficiary and the host is always the provider in any host-parasite relationship. And parasitism is thus a negative interaction in which one species is harmed while the other is benefited. There is no major taxonomic group that has no parasitism associated with it. Only viruses have no parasites. Thank you.